Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the Summer Biannual Bibliothon. I am really excited about this readathon. I did really good on it last year in the winter time when they did it before, and I'm just really excited. If you guys don't know what the Biannual Bibliothon is, I will link the information down below. So the first challenge for this readathon is to read the group book, which is Paper Towns. I don't have that with me right now, but I ordered the book from my library, and all of the physical copies were not there. They were all checked out, and like the whole list was really long. But I think they have a an audio version of the book available. I'm not sure. This is like a new library system for me because I just moved here, so I'm not used to it, and I'm not really sure. It's not really clear what's checked out and what's checked in specifically. So I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that they do have it available, and I'll be able to pick it up in the next couple days before the readathon starts. The next book was to reread a book from your childhood, and I picked The Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. I read the first 5 books in the Harry Potter series when I was younger, and I never got to finish the 6th book or the 7th book, so I really wanted to read the entire series this year, and I'm on book 3, so I figured I would pick that up because it is a reread for me, and it is from my childhood. The next challenge is to read a companion novel, prequel, or novella. So I went with The Tales of Beedle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. This is, of course, a companion novel to the Harry Potter series, and it's really short, so I'm hoping that it'll be an easy read for this readathon. The next challenge is to read a book from a genre that you have read the least this year. I went with The Giver by Lois Lowry. I would either put this in classics, which I don't know. I think it's like a modern day classic technically, or an award winner genre. That's definitely one of those if I'm going to stretch this rule a little bit. But I haven't read I've read 2 classics this year, and I haven't read any award winners that I know of so far. So I really have been wanting to read this for a while, and I of course want to see the movie after I read the book, and I just really need to get to this book. I've heard so many good things about it, of course, so I picked that for this challenge. The next challenge was to read a book that you did not finish, and I picked The Paladin Prophecy by Mark Frost. I got a new dog. Can you guys see him right there? And he ripped up one of my books. He ripped up one of my books pretty bad. It was this one, the second book in the Pendragon series. I didn't realize that he had ripped this up until I had gotten home. So I was very upset about that. But he also got to this one, and I caught it before he really did some bad damage. He really just ripped the cover here. And there's bite marks on the corner, but I started reading this book earlier this year, and I didn't lose interest or anything. I was moving at the time, and I just wasn't able to put in the time to get it finished. I've read up to 84 pages, so I just really want to finish this book because it was really good. So I'm sorry about my ripped cover. New dogs are stressful, and it's taken some getting used to with having to move my books around and not being able to leave them on the floor or on a desk or something where he can get to it. But we haven't had a chewing incident in almost 4 days, so that's really good. Crossing my fingers for no more chewing incidents. He was a rescue, and he wasn't taken care of in his last home. He was abused, and the dog was taken away from this family because he was like skin and bones, and he was tied up outside all the time. So I just don't think they ever gave him the attention or the training that he needed as a puppy. So, but I'm working with him, and it's really good. But I'm gonna move on to the next challenge because you guys don't want to hear my dog troubles. The next challenge is to read a book that is set in a country that is not your own, and it must be on planet Earth. So I decided to go with Boxers and Saints. I don't know if I'm going to read both of these. I'm going to at least try to read Boxers, which I think is the first one in the series, but if I can, I'm going to read both. It's a graphic novel, so it shouldn't take me that long, really. I could probably read both of these in a day if I really focus on it. But this takes place in China during the Boxer Rebellion, which is actually a really cool point in history. So if you guys are interested in that, I heard really good things about this graphic novel series as well. The last challenge, which is probably my favorite challenge of the whole readathon, is to read a book that is about an issue you are passionate about. And I decided to go with Mouse and Mouse 2. Now, I am currently reading Mouse, so I will actually probably finish this before the readathon starts. So really, it's probably going to be Mouse 2 what I read. And you guys are probably like, what issue is this? And when you think about World War II and what went on with the Nazis and the Jews, it all comes down to discrimination. The Nazis the Germans discriminated against the Jews. They destroyed their homes, they destroyed their businesses, they massacred them, and it was just because of sheer fear and discrimination for something that was different than who they were. And discrimination is something that I am extremely passionate about. One of the ladies, when they were talking about the challenges in their video, they said what really, gets your fire going, what really revs you up, and discrimination really revs me up, and it is really something that I am passionate about. And I wish that I had a book on hand that was about discrimination in our day and age, but I just don't, and this is the closest thing that I could come to. So yeah, discrimination is definitely something that I am very passionate about, and I'm really excited about reading this. Mouse 1 is really, really good so far. Alright guys, so that is my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. I am super excited for this readathon. It is going on from the 21st to the 27th, I believe, which is right before the Readarama, which is the readathon that I am hosting. I will link that video down below of the announcement and the challenges and everything if you want to go check out my readathon. I know sometimes you guys want to participate in both, or one is just not good for your schedule, so you want to do the other one. And both of these readathons are just awesome. Readathons are probably one of my favorite thing ever. And so for the next 2 weeks, starting on the 21st, I'm going to be doing straight readathons, and I am so excited and I cannot wait. So please, the information for the Biannual Bibliothon and the Readarama are linked down below, so if you're interested in either of those, check them out, and go like us on Twitter and their Twitter and all that good stuff. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!